Okay, so we're going to work through concept check 13.5 here. We've got ABC stock. It's got an expected ROE of 12% per year. Earnings per share is $2. Expected dividends are $1.50 per share. These would be forward earnings, meaning the coming year's earnings and dividends. Market capitalization rate is 10% per year. So part A, what is the expected growth rate? It's price and PE ratio. So, okay, so we just take what we're given. So we've got ROE is 12%. And we got earnings per share, that'd be E1, is $2 per share. And dividends, $1.50, that's D1. So our growth rate is going to be ROE times the plowback ratio. So we use B for the plowback ratio. So we've got ROE, we need to calculate B. So the B is going to be equal to the earnings minus the dividend divided by the earnings. So that's the percentage of the earnings that is reinvested. So we're paying out $1.50 of this $2, so we got 50 cents left over. So that's 2 minus $1.50 divided by 2. So that's 0.25. So G is going to be 12 multiplied by 0.25, which is 3%. So now we can calculate the price of the stock. P0 is equal to $1.50 divided by R or K minus G. Didn't write that down. The market capitalization rate, R or K. I've always used R, but so that's 10%. So that's 0.10 minus 0.03. And that gives us a price of $21.43. So now our PE is simply our price, $21.43, divided by our earnings of $2, so that is $10.71. So if you watch the lecture, you'll know that the PE and the growth rate should be somewhat in line. In this case, the PE is significantly greater than the growth rate. If we were to calculate a PEG ratio, it would be over 3. So anyway, we'll move on to part B. There we go. So part B, the says that the plowback ratio is 0.4. So, oops. So we get B is 0.4 or 40%. So remember that the E1 is $2. And so our D1 now is going to become E1 multiplied by 1 minus B. So that's 2 times 1 minus 0.4. So that's 1.2 or $1.20. Oops. So now our growth rate is ROE times B, so 12 times 0.4, which is 4.8%. So now the price of our stock, P0, $1.20 divided by R minus G, or K minus G, however you prefer. So 0.10 minus 0.48. So that's $23.08. So now our PE ratio is simply 23.08 divided by our earnings of 2. So that's 11.54. Now our PEG ratio, which is just our PE divided by our growth rate, so $11.54 divided by a growth rate of 4.8, and that is a PEG ratio of 2.4. So either way, in both scenarios, that whether you get a PEG ratio of 2.4 or even the higher one in the initial calculation, which wasn't required, both of those would indicate that the stock is likely to be overvalued. An undervalued stock would have a PEG ratio of less than 1.